Okay, so the clock says it's audio live time.
The clock does say it's audio live time.
Wait.
Because we both have so much energy right now. We're clearly going to be at our best tonight. It'll be fine.
I'm absolutely 100% fine. Not a problem.
And how did you like strange fake? I don't know what that is.
Well, how'd you like it though?
Mm,
Answer the question.
I have no opinion by that question was meant for you, not me.
I don't know. It didn't come out yesterday, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I kind of stole Inu for most of the day today.
I watch my anime stuff on Saturdays anyway.
He really didn't get a Sunday. And we're both a little energy dead because it was a lot of moving stuff around, and in my case, a lot of driving a moving vehicle that made me very anxious to drive. So, we're both tired.
I watched as soon as it appeared.
As soon as it appeared, I'm sure.
Probably.
Why did you move stuff around? So, a technically now former coworker of mine, but very good friend, is moving from where we live to not where we live, across state lines and about 8 hours away. Well, 8 to 12 hours away, depending on how you drive. And one of the things she actually didn't need to take with her were her washer and dryer unit, which I did not have a washer or dryer at my house yet. So she basically offered them to me for free as long as I got them out of her current apartment. So I enlisted Inu and our dad to help me move them. Which we did manage to do successfully, although we did let the washer fall down the last 3 stairs into my basement because there was just no way to safely control its way down without just kind of letting it do its thing.
It was controlled. We controlled letting it fall.
Yeah, it was a controlled fall. Yes. So technically, no, I didn't pay Inu or my father, but I did treat them to dinner afterwards at the place of Inu's choosing. So
She wouldn't let me pick a steakhouse though.
no, although our dad did order sushi.
Yeah.
He actually came really close to towards that upper end of when I'd been like saying, like, please don't make me spend more than X amount per person. He 100% got as close to that number as he could.
Okay. Once I can find the window again. Window, come here. Over to the right. There we go. Huzzah! Game. I have the recap, which is loaded, but I wanted to put the game on screen first. So we could have BioShock? No. BioWare? No. Mass Effect. Music in the background.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I should probably give you the cable for my headset so I can hear the game too.
Should you?
That would probably help.
I mean, I don't fucking know.
Wow, I'm out of it.
This is a fantastic position for me to be in, by the way, considering that the anniversary is definitely, absolutely 1,000,000% dropping tomorrow morning. And I'm going to be up early to stream Annie rolls and GSSR stuff, so fun story. You know what'll help recover your energy? Ignoring Liara even more so you can run over more space slavers with your helium-filled land whale truck. I mean, it's gonna happen. I know where she is now, so I know where to avoid her. Anyway, previously, Bio spends half an hour trying to find the second set of cat pictures he was planning to send. Shepard's squad grows increasingly bored as she continues to study for the history exams Anderson makes her take. Everyone's brains immediately go to Abraham Lincoln when the Codex narrator says that people making VI phone assistants based off dead historical figures is a common occurrence. Once her nearly hour-long cram session is over, Shepard goes and chats with Joker about his apparent lack of calcium. Shepard has to take a while to figure out where she wants to go on the space map because her brain hurt lots from all the learning. Scanning around en route to the planet Liara is on leads to the gang finding a seemingly abandoned Citadel cargo shuttle. Shepard decides to investigate said shuttle with Garrison Rex before basically having a seizure and dropping dead when the camera suddenly decides to just not function. The squad is repeatedly deleted from existence by the rogue Jedi that were hiding in this shuttle as Inu struggles to get ME1's abysmal ability aiming system to work. The incredible amount of pain and frustration from this single encounter teaches Shepard the valuable lesson that stunlock enabling force powers are only fun when you aren't the one being hit by them. The squad eventually manages to somehow kill all the rogue Jedi, but then struggles to navigate the cargo hold because the game can't be bothered to have an actual minimap. Shepard eventually manages to locate the doorway she needed and finds out that these were actually the same rogue Jedi who kidnapped Mr. Burns off-screen. The leader of the terrorist Jedi is about to execute Mr. Burns before he realizes he was just being stupid after Shepard says he was being stupid. With Mr. Burns now safe, Shepard returns to the Normandy and Inu nearly groans to death when he thinks the council is trying to call silly Inu. Everyone knows those assholes are too self-important to not exclusively use the fancy hologram phone room. Shepard then returns to scanning local planets in the nearby systems and makes the deeply unfortunate decision to go on a land mission with the Mako. Oh, fun. Even with the Mako's overall handling and physics having been improved for Legendary Edition, Inu struggles to get around because it's still kinda awful to use. Willow continues to not want to think about the fact that she's trying to get Karth to date Bastila, true story. The valuable lesson is learned to always bring Tali on Mako missions because she can unlock literally anything without issue. Karth can also do this eventually too, but he's currently too busy learning to explode shit with his mind to learn lockpicking, which is pretty fair. Everyone is confused when Garrus suddenly starts shooting at nothing, only for it to turn out he was sniping at enemies that were miles away and barely visible to anyone but him. Just Garrus things. Shepard decides that the only logical course of action is to hop in the Mako and run down the mercenaries Garrus was shooting at. You know, just like any other definitely not mentally unstable individual would. A short bout of the squad bonding over some vehicular manslaughter later, and they decide to go rummaging through the nearby mine that the now very dead mercenaries were guarding. The squad has their asses soundly handed to them several times over when the mine turns out to have even more mercs in it. The mercenaries attempt to distract Shepard with a spinning desk lamp prove futile as she just murders them all in a blind rage over how many Byleth-esque alternate timeline deaths. Turns out these random guys were actually one of the two mob boss factions that this stupid old lady made the mistake of paying us to kill, despite the fact that we'd inevitably end up murdering them by pure happenstance anyway, as proven here when none of us even knew these guys even were who these guys even were until a pop-up literally told us, "Good job killing one of the mob bosses you were hired to kill." Shepard hops back to the ship to ask for Karth's help on a mission, only to immediately dash his host by telling him he's just going to sit around in the Mako for 5 minutes, while Tali lockpicks a box the squad couldn't open before. Further scanning leads to the crew finding another Mako-able planet for them to screw around on, only for them to immediately run face first into a goddamn Thresher Maw. Shepard experiences many more alternate timeline deaths at the hands of the baby Thresher Maw, before eventually getting enough of a handle on the Mako's bullshit to gun the thing down. Shepard then celebrates his miraculous victory over one of the most hyper-lethal creatures in the universe by going to look at a pile of nearby rocks.
That is true. That is exactly what we did.
Rex is probably every bit as confused as he is impressed by this display. Inu murders a guy that had a rocket launcher and picks up a high caribou barrel weapon mod from his corpse. Rex suddenly just starts talking out of nowhere mid-Mako Drive, and it kind of freaks everyone out. Investigating a nearby mine leads to an encounter with a small army of Hanks, Geth husks, loitering around in a storage area. Shepard dies once again after getting swarmed by techno-zombies before reverting time and melting them all with her war crime pistol. Joking around in the Hank mine, or poking around in the Hank mines a bit more, leads to another swarm of Hanks showing up to eat Shepard's face. Tali and Rax try their best to be meat shields for Shepard, but end up constantly getting in the way of her bullets instead.
Bio says, by the way, High Caribou Barrel was 100% intentional. I think because I kept misreading Caliber last stream.
Shepard finds a cool shotgun being stored in a container of sludge, and everyone just feels really confused over why it was even there. With the survey team turned Hanks dealt with, Shepard sets off to do even more Mako missions on a new planet. Some time is spent on equipment management, and Bio gets distracted by finding out there's actually a ton of changes made to how weapons function between the original and legendary releases, such as different weapon manufacturers sporting different firing modes like in Borderlands, and headshots being a thing that exists now in general. Some local pirates and slavers are found hiding in a nearby office building, which just exists here for some reason, and Rex can't help but get in the way to try headbutting everything in his path. Inu and Bio both remember ME1 having an entirely different hacking minigame than the Simon Says looking one being used here, and are very confused by this. Turns out it's actually a platform difference thing. Weird, right? Yeah, Bio found that later. I was like, is this the one you're thinking of? Yes. Oh, cool, that's PC only, actually, and it was in the original too. Sorry, what? That one sucks. It's so hard. And the session ends with Liara getting left alone to go crazy for just a bit longer until Shepard finally runs out of new shiny things to get distracted by.
So, welcome to the Pokemon
Oh,
Black.
God. Stupid.
Meanwhile, Inu's watching a Pokemon.
No,
Black and White 2
literally.
Nuzlocke.
No, I had a window open. I actually was not watching it, as evidenced by the fact that it started at the beginning. I had it queued, but Chrome is Chrome, and it's like, no, you closed the tab, let me put you not into the tab you were in originally, but into this completely different one. Also, for your benefit, that.
That looks confusing.
Yes.
What are you supposed to do with that?
You see the triangle?
No. Oh, yes.
You need to get that to the middle.
How?
By moving it around and then like clicking the button to make it go in a layer. It's like Frogger, except the rings, like, I can't remember what's the orange or the red bits in the rings also actively move. Or maybe they're both moving but in opposite directions. But anyway, yeah, you need to get the triangle into the middle, which...
I'm getting a headache just
and you
looking
have
at
a
that.
time limit, right? And on the harder ones, it's like legitimately insanely difficult.
I'm literally getting a headache looking at it.
PC hacking minigame fits more in universe as an actual thing, but it's way harder to do by comparison. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, when I saw the one here, I was like, God damn, they made this so much easier in Legendary. Turns out they didn't. Apparently it's still this in Legendary on PC. It's literally just because we're on PS4 that it's...
Mar says they actually like the PC hacking game.
You're free to be wrong. I mean, it's cool, you know, conceptually, and it's better thematically, but it absolutely sucks ass. And just brain dead pressing the correct button a bunch of times is way less frustrating. Like, I remember the PC version, part of the reason I was, like, always out of Omnigel was I kept getting really frustrated with the locking thing. It was just like, fuck it, pay the Omnigel to skip the lock. Alright, let's go to Algaes. Alsages. Survey that shit. Rare element. Awesome. Thank you. Alright, what about Ontario, America? Survey that shit. gas deposit. Oh, was there a thing for? Oh, check your Discord.
Oh,
Willow.
my Discord's muted, so...
Well, check it, though.
Yeah, I'm doing that, thank you. I assume it's cats. Oh, easy floofies! Oh my gosh! Look at the ginger floofs!
Yeah, I'm looking.
No, not her.
She's squeaking at us.
She has a short hair. Those are floofs. Oh, my little floofs.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface.
They're so
It looks like an automated
cute.
distress beacon.
You're cute too, sweetheart.
I've got a distress beacon down at Edalus. And that is just information planning. Gotcha. Alright, to Edalus.
Sunshine needs all the belly rubs.
Ready the Mako. Alright. Who we bringing? No response. She's not paying attention
What?
again.
Oh, sorry. I was still looking at floofs. Blame bio. Well, since we're going on to land, we should probably take Tali.
Alright. The square for that, which feels weird, but whatever.
And then it's either Garrus or Rex, whoever you think will be more helpful, given.
Rex gives us a bunch more biotic strength. Garrus gives us more tech. Probably the biotics, to be honest.
Mar, floofs is the term I use for super fluffy kitties. Or super fluffy dogs. Yes, what Bio sent me were a bunch of cat pictures. That's kind of the thing Bio and I do, is we shoot back and forth pictures of our various animals being cute or doing cute things. It's just a little easier for Bio, because Bio has more of them than I do.
Nothing along the bottom edge. We've got a debris there. We've got a distress signal there, and we've got a antimony up there. Alright, to the debris. Close enough. Mako, away! Nope, that's the gun. As it turns out, the cannon is not a propulsion. It's in fact a cannon. And firing the cannon does not make you go forward at additional speed.
Good job, Mako. You had it.
I'm sorry, what the hell is this over here? Not marked on the map Doohickey Mabob over here. That's not what we were looking for. Oh, lithium. Tali, hack this lithium.
I'm sorry, hacking a rock?
How else are you supposed to get the lithium out of it?
With a pickaxe?
Don't be ridiculous. When have you ever seen a pickaxe used in Star Wars?
I mean, I have it, but
Precisely.
let's see. Bio says if this were GTA 3 or Vice City, the cannon would actually be an auxiliary propulsion device to make you go faster, but physics are weird because physics are weird sometimes.
Well, no, that's literally how physics works in general.
Bio also continues with you hack a piece off of the rock. I don't see what's so confusing here. Then Wolfie says, the Mako, it's been so long. With Sarge saying, oh, hi, Mako, probably one of the few things that makes me not want to return to anyone.
The Mako is great. Why does everybody hate the Mako so much? Look at this majestic, beautiful Landwell. It's got boosters and, you know, it can kind of sort of fly. Mummified Solarian.
That's probably not. Why are you hacking a human? Well, not a human, but what is there to hack on a corpse?
The ID tag off its neck.
That shouldn't require hacking. That should just require hands.
Well, how are you supposed to get it off if not via hacking? Willow doesn't seem to understand the concept of hacking, you guys. You're hacking off a piece of a suit to loot the body underneath. Yeah, exactly. I don't see what your issue is here, Willow.
I already see it in next week's recap now. Willow refuses to acknowledge the purpose of hacking. Oh no. Oh no.
The Mako will be fine. It has a Shreemec. Oh, fuck a monkey. Not you again. Get out of here. Really rather you didn't.
Why do angry sandworms hate us?
Because they're sandworms that are angry. It is in their nature to hate. God damn it. Burn. The tentacles with this. Oh wait, oh fuck. Please drive. Excuse me. Somebody please heal the... Okay. I kept hitting the heal button and the thing kept not healing. So that's cool.
Mara suggests trying to kill it by hand. Well, technically Mara suggests trying to kill it by food. Didn't like that hill.
It likes that one even less.
I finally figured out what the Mako reminds me of. It reminds me of the Hexbug Nanos I use with the kids at work sometimes. Chat's talking about the climbing power of the Mako. And Wolfie has my favorite comment, which is sadly it's just a Mako, not a Skyrim horse.
Alright, time to hack this lithium.
That bothers me so much.
Now we gotta go hack that dead Solarian.
Although from what Fire was saying earlier, I guess basically everything requires hacking in Mass Effect 2. Like every single box and crate. I hate that I actually appreciate that logic, Wolfie. Wolfie says it's lithium, it's used in phones, so of course you can hack it. Who says it's not tech hacking, it's physical hacking. Same word, very different actions.
Yeah.
Bio also says, and yes, it's just a hexbug on wheels.
Level terrain. You know, perfectly level.
I mean, maybe Wolfie, but my after-school kids love hexbugs.
And they're all like super zoomers.
work with students above 8th grade. But there certainly aren't commercials for them, and you can still buy new ones, but there certainly aren't commercials for them everywhere like there were in the early 2000s, that's for sure. So, Hexbugsmar are... They're basically about the size of a pen cap, but they're these little computerized robo-bugs that can crawl, and depending on which version you get, can climb up walls. They're cute.
Mako, please move.
Genuinely, Fire, I spent all of last stream trying to figure out what the top down on the Mako reminded me of, and I didn't realize it till I saw the Mako trying to go up rocks today, but that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Hexbugs.
I think I'm discovering that while the Mako is being, like, fucking repaired, you can't do anything else with the Mako other than drive. Like, you can't shoot gun, you can't use turbo.
That's mildly frustrating.
Yep, kind of a pain in the ass. Stop! Get out! Okay. I know this is unadvisable, but, like, the Mako was about to break. And so the only chance I had was to try to get out. And hope we could do something on foot.
Fire, just don't get hit, circle strafe it to death.
That would be great if there was lock on, but there's not.
Bio also says the hitbox on those acid balls is apparently a lot larger than you'd actually think by looking at them.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
Cat's also debating the viability of fighting a Thresher on foot.
Well, again, I wasn't really keen to, but given the Mako was one hit away from death, Fuck you and die. Meanwhile, over here.
What's the weather vane looking thing?
The big fucking tower. Apparently. Alright, Alliance Marine.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Thank you, Tali.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. You want to know what happened?
Oh, we found Kahoku's, guys.
Were we supposed to be looking for them?
Yeah, he was the guy that was like angrily on the phone near the tower when we went up there the first time and wouldn't give us the time of day. And then once we were Spectre, he was like, my men are missing or whatever.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that guy.
And I think that's everything that there was on this planet. Sure looks like it. Alright, back to the Normandy. And off to Athens. Found a Turian insignia on Pharos. Found a gas deposit on Circe. Found a Valley of the Winds on Nausicaa. Found a gas deposit on Proteus. And are we landing on Salamis?
Why not?
We are not landing on Salamis. Strange Fake did drop today, yeah. I like if I line this up, it just looks like, you know, drama lines from the star.
It does kind of look like drama.
Alright, to Knossos. At least Rex's grunt armor is still better than the weird ass meat armor that Garrett is currently stuck with. Arachnes. Gas deposit. Excellent. I got to kill a door spider over at Willow's today. It was pretty great.
Multiple door spiders.
I only know one of them was definitely alive. The other ones I just killed again on principle, just in case. Okay, Therum. That's gonna be where Liara is. Alright, nothing to do with Phaistos. Before we land over at Therum.
Chad's talking about Garrus's meat suit that he's currently in.
Let's just briefly take a second to catch up with the crew, see if they've got anything new for us. Oh, that's the council. We don't want to talk to them. The heck's the elevator? That's the med bay. That's the bridge.
Is it that green pad over there?
There's down to the first floor. There's the elevator to the bottom, but Karth is gonna be over here. Garthikins! Anything new?
Anything you need, Commander?
That was weird.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have
Okay.
time for personal
No,
debriefings later.
no new,
We'll talk another
no
time,
new
Lieutenant.
chat. Probably have to actually progress plot at all before anyone's gonna have anything new to say. Acquire some stuff that we didn't have acquired before. And pop on downstairs real quick. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I don't remember Dr. Chakwas having like insanely loud audio.
Looking for supplies?
Not right now, thanks.
Okay.
No problem.
Actually,
Checking
though,
back. Looking
Chat
for
confirms
supplies?
none of them should have new dialogue because we haven't progressed to the main
Let's see
plot.
what you got.
You bet.
kind of figured. How much? We're at 45,375. We're getting there towards getting the Hum Whip 7. Only another, what, 100 grand to go?
Thereabouts.
Let's go ahead and check our equipment. Edge 3, no. Kessler 3, no. Striker 3, no. Alright, none of this is beating our Stinger 2. Fantastic. Grenades. Cryo explosive 3, high explosive 3, more damage, more radius, more weapon force. Doesn't freeze shit in place. I kind of like crowd control more than just more bang. Biotic amp. We don't have anything to replace that with, and Hydra 3 is less good than... Hydra 3, why are you less good than Scorpion 1? You have 3 in the name! You should be better than Scorpion 1! Alright, I guess we're sticking with the Scorpion. Tally, you're still rocking pistols. Can we do anything better for you? No, you're already on an Edge 3, so can't do anything better for you. Omni Tool, you're on a Chameleon 3. That was what you were on and we moved you off of it. Don't have any better Quarian armor that you can actually wear. Or possibly at all. Okay, excellent. About Rex. Shotgun. Hurricane 4. No. Hurricane 3. Hurricane 3. Scimitar 3 is what you're already using. Fabulous. Biotic amp. Nope. And armor. Oh, hey, this Guardian 3 is slightly better than his Liberator 1.
I mean, improvements are improvements.
Improvements are improvements. There, now he looks like a Cyberman. Crossed with those potato guys from Doctor Who.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Garrus. Garrus, please. We have to have something better for you. An Avenger, more damage. Hammer 3. Reaper 3 is going to be a straight upgrade. Let's start with that. And then see if the hammer is like slightly more damage and slightly more accuracy, but way less heatsink. The Avenger 3 is just poo-poo garbo by comparison. Understood. That's your new gun. Okay, whoops. Didn't mean to exit out of your equipment yet. Omni tool. Yeah, again, more tech cooldown is more better. Have a chameleon tool. We still don't have anything better to take him out of his meat suit with. Fantastic. Karth. What's Karth using? All rifles? So is that what Karth uses at the moment?
I think.
She had pistols as well. I don't remember. Whatever he's using, he doesn't have an upgraded one.
So we're calling Caden Karth because he shares. It's the same voice actor who was Karth Onasi in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, who, of course, was my romance option there, and who I know much better for that role than I do for anything else.
Karth was set to whatever since he doesn't actually have a weapon specialty. Oh, right. Nobody else is really using ARs at the moment. I'm gonna give him one of them. Oh yeah, and then there's fucking Ashley. Here, have that.
Again, she still hasn't wronged me yet.
Explorer 3, Survivor 2. Alright, sweet. Got everyone equipped with new gubbins. Wrong or not, there's still genuinely not a reason to really bring her along for things, since anything she can do is just done better by other people. Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying we bring her along with us, but I am saying, like, everyone talks about her as if she's the worst possible thing in all of Mass Effect.
That's because that is accurate.
But, you know, I have to keep bringing it up because, at least at present, I've not seen any of that. Like, she's made some questionable choices, but the questionable choices she made were made in the interest of continuing to, you know, live. So, I'm somewhat inclined to go easy on her for that.
Alright, who's coming?
maybe stick with our usual landing crew duo, so...
Fair enough. Tally, Rex, come on. We're going to ground.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Fascinating. Tell you what, I'll get to that in a second. Just really quickly, want to investigate these vault doors. Knock knock, I don't have a Pip-Boy, can I come in anyway? Fucking elitist bastards. Come on, you gotta put something out here to reward people for, like, wandering, right? Surely. Surely. Wolfie spoilers. Shh. Hey, so good news everyone, the lava isn't insta-death for the Mako anymore.
Probably still not a good idea to run into it.
No, but it's not insta-death anymore. Alright, how long until the Geth show up? Because I seem to remember there being Geth. So far, it's just a nice, relaxing drive. Oh, yeah, there's some Geth.
It's firing at you.
No Geth over there. See? There was a Geth right there. And then I broke it. Back in the original, these were much more annoying because you had to get out of the damn car to kill them or you lost experience. Now you just gun them down with the, you know, cannon and high-powered machine gun bolted to the front of our tank. Saving content, okay?
That usually doesn't bode well.
Our first.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Level up.
Good.
Alright, points. We really need oh, we can take lift. Awesome. Now we got all our powers online. Probably start going down Spectre for better, like, power. Well, it's just damage. Finish out Adept for cooldown. Yeah, there we go. Rex. You get a bunch of points, bud. Biostasis, the one you and I were talking about that you don't put on anybody not named Shepard?
Let's see. Point.
Okay, got it, yes. Okay. That was the Liara one, okay. Just had to figure out if it was worth even going to it. But I think it's gonna be more worth... I mean, let's be honest. Rex, priority number one. Be better with... Be maximum good with shotgun, thank you.
I mean, it'll help.
And then... damage reduction... wonder if it's worth... I'm gonna go one more for advanced shield boost there. Put a point into fitness, and then one more into both warp and barrier. Tally! Finish electronics, finish decryption. Cannot actually get you to a higher level of armor. Tech resistance and shield capacity. Dampening is more radius. Hacking is more recharge time. There we go. Barrier yourself is, yeah. I can't save here. That's fascinating. Is it because I'm in the Mako, or is it because I literally cannot save here?
I don't know.
Hiding behind that wall is not going to save you. Do a quick search for any... Yeah, like that. Hurricane 3 shotgun, Avenger 3 assault rifle, and medium Turian armor.
Well, maybe the Hurricane 3 will be better than what we've currently got.
Storm 3 shotgun, Reaper 2 sniper rifle, Hammer 3 sniper rifle. What was that? Oh, that's Tali. She's stuck on a wall. Containment cell. Ooh, an upgrade kit. Radioactive rounds and hammerhead rounds.
Let's see. I was still just kind of talking about barrier in chat.
Banshee 3, Silverback 3 Turian armor. Human, oh, Onyx 3 human, oh, heavy armor. Can't wear that. Go ahead and lower that gate. He did. He did just crab walk his way up to us and then shoot us point blank in the face with a rocket launcher, yes. It was very, very nice of him. Remember that time they told us not to go in front? It's not a funny story. If you blow up the back... Oh, were you hiding anything fun out here?
It doesn't look like it.
It sure doesn't. But hey, blowing those dudes up was more experience, so... As we have established, more experience is more better.
That is true. More experience is more better.
Okay, this side was totally worthless. Not even like a box over here to...
Or a codex entry or anything to scan or...
Nope, not a ding dang.
That is dumb.
Tremendously. Now, I see a red dot in here. Edge 3 or Edge 2 Banshee 3 Lancer 3. So noted. Nothing else apart from the gate control, saving content. Alright, back in the armored land whale. See you. I can't kill you from here, but I do see you. Oh, yeah, now I can kill you. Bye-bye. You're very far away. But I could make you out enough to blow you up, so... Now you're no longer a threat.
The tactical nukes on our hexbug with wheels.
Well, that and these machine guns are, like, disgustingly accurate at range.
So tremendously unrealistic. Is that they are designed for you to take them on with the Mako. But the problem is that the original game actively punished you for doing so.
Yep. Please use the Mako for this. But if you do, spoilers, you're gonna lose like a fuck ton of experience. Now we don't lose any experience from doing it in the Mako. Like, I remember these fucking Colossi in particular being a massive pain in the dick to try and fight without the Mako. Because, I mean, you wanted the experience for taking them out, but in so doing, you had to, like, fight them legit, and they're not cool to fight legit. Living content. Oh yeah, it's totally possible to beat Colossi on foot. Yeah, they're just really dangerous. Oh, there you are. Bye. Gotcha. I don't need to be able to see you. I just need to generally know where you are and fire guns in your direction until you die. Carpet bombing the area does sound like a very Byleth thing to do.
Well, yeah, they slighted her and that they didn't let her do things the way she wanted to.
Excuse me, is there any cool stuff over here? Looking for cool things? Anybody? Cool stuff? No? No boxes? Disappointed! I should have known better, really, but... Game really just wants you to keep going that way.
Let's see what's being said.
You'd think those rocket troopers would do more damage to the Mako, but...
You would.
Not so, evidently.
Are we about to go back to the last map to turn in the movie-loving guy?
Sorry? What?
So... It, more specifically, it... Where was my train of thought on that statement?
I don't know.
Like, genuinely, my brain is so scattered. I'll figure it out. I'm usually pretty good at piecing together where my thoughts were eventually. And if not, I'm sure it'll be an interesting thing for Bio to throw in the comments next week. Willow still attempting to figure out what she meant by.
Another level up? I'm sure just heard a level up noise again.
No, don't worry, guys. I will get plenty of sleep tonight in that I don't have work tomorrow. But just the severe degree of physical and mental exhaust I've got going right now is
Yeah, she had a very tiring day of other people moving big heavy things for her.
no, genuinely anxiety wears me out, and I do not like driving big trucks at all. I had to do a lot of that today, plus I did end up taking some very heavy-duty Tylenol for my shoulder when I got home.
Apparently we mastered warp.
Oh.
Could have fooled me, but... Level up.
Hey, we did get points. I think it's funny that they're like, you've mastered warp, when clearly there are still so many ranks that can be taken in
there are
warp.
many more ranks of warp. Okay,
So we can't quite push to improved singularity.
can't get to advanced barrier.
Do we want to drop a point into singularity so that we can maybe hit advanced singularity on the next level up?
Yeah, I'll start putting points in. Rex.
No, not moving to a new house, but new appliances to the house I'm in that required just a lot more moving of things than I would like.
Alright, Rex, Master of Armor.
But
Tally.
the particularly rough part of it was with the heavier of the appliances that we were moving, to be able to get it through the door into the house and maneuvered properly. There was a point where Inu and I had to do a lot of lifting on our end of something very, very heavy. And to get the leverage and the force that I needed to move it, I had to basically take some of the weight of the appliance onto my shoulder, which normally wouldn't be a huge issue for me, but I may have taken a tumble down my stairs a couple of nights ago and landed on my right elbow and my left shoulder, and it was my left shoulder the appliance ended up needing to rest on, so...
Yes, there was.
But the good news is I have a washer and dryer now.
Well, you have a washer at the moment.
No, I have a dryer, it's just not connected.
Ouch!
Which, yes, is semantics, but... that guy just too far away for us to actually see his health bar?
Yes. Which is also why I wasn't bothering to try to use, like, powers on him. It wouldn't have done anything. Hold on a second.
I mean, not today, Wolfie. It's raining where we are. So, theoretically, yes, I could put a laundry wire out. I actually have anchoring points for it in my yard already. But yeah, at the moment, the dryer is not functional by virtue of not being plugged in. Because we may have, well, we weren't really the ones that damaged the cords / cables. Technically.
In the process of getting it unhooked, there was some damage that may have occurred to certain components. Ow! That guy just fired a rocket point blank into his own face.
Hopefully he took some damage from that too. If he didn't, wow, dude. Also, did he destroy that barrier by in so doing?
It fell over, but not from the rocket blast.
Biosis, man, there sure are some really convenient rock outcroppings here, huh?
Oh no! I think I recognize that overhang.
That just kind of reminds me of the place where we found the bacon. Oh, why?
Yup. Yup! This is exactly what I thought it was.
Oh god, what is that thing?
Death.
That's nightmare fuel is what that is.
Yeah, that's not the problem, though. Remember how I said fighting those things on foot was a fucking nightmare? Yeah, there's one. That is specifically the one to which I was referring.
Our mini-map is jammed?
Yeah, I guess that sometimes. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Cat has very strong feelings about this fight.
Really, this fight is bullcrap. What is bullshit on toast? I have very strong opinions about this fight. I've done it like all at once. Target you. Use warp. Okay, I got hit with something through the wall, which is irritating. I really need to remember that barrier exists. I can find it. Oh! Hold on, all my shit is on cooldown for reasons. All my shit is still on cooldown for reasons.
Why do the nightmare fuel creatures move so quickly?
It wouldn't be appropriate nightmare fuel otherwise. God, please. Please stop.
Let the record show, not a fan of the nightmare fuel monsters.
Where is... There's... Okay. Feel a little bit safer now. Oh, stop knocking out all of my abilities! Who do I have to kill so it stops doing that shit? It's really pissing annoying. Rex, do something about these damn stalkers, please.
Well, be sure to love when teammates do basically
Oh,
nothing.
come on! Oh my god, stop! Dude, oh, this is so much more annoying. Even without dealing with that guy down there, this is way more annoying than it was. Get out of here! I just like cower in this corner. Can I make them come to us? Like, I think if they don't have a line on me, they try to go somewhere that they will. Yeah, like that. I think if I just sit here and camp, eventually that guy will jump back up there and I can take a few more pot shots at him.
This is an approach.
I never said it was valiant.
I'm not judging you for it. I'd do the same thing.
Okay, that one's dead. And also glitched inside the wall.
Yeah, I mean, nightmare fuel. It's fine.
At least I have this nice, safe little corner.
Well, we always know we can retreat to safety corner. Are the other two dead?
Not anymore. But the answer is yes, they were previously.
They're about as helpful as Davik and Jory.
I don't know what that means.
The two wannabe Grey Wardens that they saddle you with for the stuff in the Kari Wilds for Yastagar.
Ow.
The ones who super don't survive the joining.
Ow! Oh, fuck. I'm almost out of health, speaking of, and I don't have any more health kits. Well, that's extremely unfortunate. Garrus, Tally, please, go fucking do something. Go just stand here.
The thing basically just shot you with the barrage of force lightning. Yes, it did.
The bigger problem now is that guy in the tower there. Oh, he's down. Wish I could command Rex to just run up there. That would be really useful.
Yeah. Did creepy Robo Spider thing just get closer?
Please die. Because at this point, it's essentially hiding back here. We're waiting for barrier to come up so I can be kind of safe poking around.
Wolfie says she thinks you might be able to command your followers with the left-right arrow buttons.
Waiting for barrier to come off cooldown. That. Put my head around. Rex! Get him! Well, telling him to run up there didn't actually help, like, at all.
But he does seem to be firing more than he was.
He's also trying to shoot that thing with a shotgun from back here.
I never said what he was doing was effective. And Bio says, yes, you can direct people with the D-pad. He forgot about that. They told you about it back on time. Bio says he's also pretty sure that Rex has an AR out right now, not the shotgun.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm literally not allowed to tell him to switch his weapon at the moment for undisclosed reasons. Oh, thank God that thing's dead. Cover behind the wall, Shepard. Also, I got a medkit from somewhere.
There seems to be a guy with a pretty glowing barrier on the ground, too.
Oh yeah, how about that? Barrier up. Aim singularity. Guy's still not dead. Now he is. Something else is still alive here somewhere, though.
But at least we can use our map again. That helps.
Shotgun. Rex. Thank you. Hi. Thank you for,
Not firing back.
I don't know, just standing there and dying. Hey, Tally's back to life. Well, that must mean everything's dead.
I don't know that I'd qualify that as back to life. She has like an sliver of HP.
Well, she's gonna have to live with it. Also, Tally, pistol. Thank you. Attention idiots, please use correct weaponry.
Oh, you know why though? Cutscene.
Yeah, probably.
Unfortunately, going straight from a cutscene into a situation in which they wouldn't allow you to change weapons doesn't help.
No, no it does not. Door. Living content. Thank you. Helpful. Oh, fuck.
On an unrelated note, every time I play Dragon Age Origins, I end up stopping because of a bizarre glitch or error in the game. Like, yesterday when I was playing, what ended up stopping my game was that when I was going through the joining, after...
Oh, fuck!
Might want to use barrier. Got it.
I don't. That's what I was backing off the check.
I can't make it.
Do your best.
I'm blocked.
Oh.
The issue yesterday was when I was doing the joining, I ended up, when I got a cutscene for the first division of the Archdemon, instead of actually loading the graphics, it just black screened me and then didn't bring me back when the cutscene ended. So none of the dialogue was working properly. I couldn't make any choices. I I have yet to look into whether or not that's normal.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's supposed to happen.
I mean, if that's normal to that particular part of the game in terms of like a known bug, or if it means I've got to go into my mods and look for compatibility issues again.
After it was built.
Because it could be either. Because the big bug fix mod I wasn't actually able to install properly. Because of compatibility issues with the Steam version of the game. Which is unfortunate.
Elevators. We all love elevators. This is known.
There's no fun elevator music in this one.
Oh, hey, medkit. Thank you for the metagel. Fuck, come on.
I mean, I know that elevators are great for dialogue, Wolfie, but we also didn't get any dialogue in that elevator either. It's like we're gonna stand here in awkward silence this time instead.
Sterile white. Protheans sure built things funky.
Oh man, I love taking an elevator to fight 3 enemies and then go in another elevator. Probably my favorite thing.
Feels very Fallout 4-y.
I'm just gonna pop some more med gel. It's kind of dropping like candy, it seems.
Which is worrisome.
It does more use injected into my veins than it does sitting in my inventory, so. Could it not be sparking? That'd be cool. Why is our elevator sparking?
I don't know. Great question.
I don't think elevators are supposed to spark.
I also don't think you can get back into it.
I believe that is accurate.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
We hear you.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
I don't know, you seem to be able to move your head side to side. Investigate. I'm waiting for my tablet to catch up so I can read the dialogue. Venezia?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
Investigate. Trapped?
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Okay, what can we do?
Any suggestions on how we can help?
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Oh goody, a Krogan with the Geth. Guess what we wanted. Rax, how good are you at diplomacying other Krogans?
He's probably not great at it.
Barrier. Anyway, controls. That's like fun. Looked like a Geth fucking rocket ship trooper. Very not clear of enemies. Well, I was hoping I could use that to clear the area of enemies, you see.
That was my first thought when you read what it was. Rex, how good are you at diplomacy? I know my way around the shotgun. I said diplomacy, Rex. That is Krogan diplomacy, Shepard.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the answer to all combat moving forward is activate barrier and then just run up and singularity everything into one place and then just start trying to kill it as fast as possible. Ooh, Avenger 4 sniper rifle. New toy for Garrus. Combat Scanner 4? Hell yeah. I think we're on a Combat Scanner 2. And Polonium rounds 4 ammo upgrade.
Bio says, yeah, as an adept, your answer to all combat, regardless as to how you go about it, should start with, and then I throw up my barrier.
Then I activated barrier. Anytime the game wants to give us like a Stinger 3, I would be absolutely in love with that.
Either that or we just need to save up the money to just outright buy a better pistol.
I mean, I'm saving up for the best pistol in the game, don't you worry. God, please let me have better armor at some point. Plus 40% toxic damage. Okay, so the polonium rounds 4 are just better versions of the chemical rounds 1. Obviously we put that on. Ooh, the chemical round 3 are even better though. Look at that. 7 damage per second for 5 seconds. Yep, give me that. And combat sensor 4, please. Thank Thank you. Other options include Heatsink 3, high caribou barrels, recoil dampers, whatever. Do you have anything cool we can do with our armor here? We're running what? Stimpack 2 for cooldown reduction, health regen, and toxin resistance. More shields. More damage protection. Just flat health regen. %9 cooldown reduction. I believe that's an improvement over what we had in there. Yeah, it was. I think that medical interface is probably a good call for Rex, though.
Probably. Hadn't that originally been our plan? Was to give him a medical interface so that he heals better?
Well, he has a first aid interface, which gave him some health regen. This is more health regen and also toxin resistance. Seems like the thing we want on Rex. Meanwhile, we were going force on his weapon. Hammerhead rounds 3, I believe, is better than what we're currently using. Yeah. And we had a heatsink 2, or no, we had a heatsink 3, which is the highest level heatsink we have still, so that's fine. Tally, did we have anything plugged into your armor? No. More shields? I think we give Tally more shields. Like, her whole thing is just having a lot of shields.
Yeah, that certainly seems to be. And yet, she's the first one that dies in every combat.
Well, once her shields are down, she has no health.
Fair.
That's why you give her more shields.
Bio says, by the way, not super relevant for Shepard herself, but I'm pretty sure one of the ammo mods that shotguns get, which I believe is one of the rarest types of them to get, is explosive rounds.
Only for shotguns, though, huh? That's unfortunate. And we didn't get any additional, like, Quarian or Krogan armor, I don't think. Oh, wait. Okay, Liberator's not as good. Missionary. Okay, no. Guardian, still the armor of choice there. Triangle. Nope. Square. Nope. Circle. Cross. Nope. Cross. Nope. Cross circle. Cross square. Cross square. Cross square square. Cross square circle. Triangle. Cross. Cross square. Triangle. Square. Got it.
I still think that's an interesting mechanic. Basically turns
Rex and Tali and his street sweepers. Well, if we ever put enough points into pistol on Tali to get her to shotguns, at any rate. Which I'm sure we'll get to once we're not busy, like, giving her more tech powers.
Yeah, we kind of need her tech powers to balance our space wizardry. I think.
And Rex is also space wizardry.
Yeah.
Oh, how did you get in here?
Blew up
I
the
didn't
floor.
think there was any way past the barrier.
Superior firepower.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
By button, I mean that glowing panel that only appears when you go to interact with it.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit.
You
You're a
can't just
Prothean
call her
expert.
your mom.
He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Krogan. And
These
Geth.
ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Oh, congratulations. You're gonna
We have
bury
to
us
hurry.
all.
The whole place is caving in.
Technically, we're gonna bury us all, because we're the ones that fired the thing. Oh, sorry. We need an escape plan.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
We have not run into those Geth or that Krogan yet, so, oh boy. Oh boy, saving content. Oh boy, here we go.
Game better put an actual 8-minute timer on the screen.
Yeah, there's the Krogan.
He's green!
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
What do you want?
There a reason you're in my way?
The same reason you're here. The Asari. Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
Yeah, I'm not giving her up.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her. And he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare
Yeah,
the
well,
Asari
he's not
if
the
you can.
only Spectre
No,
here.
doesn't matter.
Well, he's not a Spectre at all.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh. Big ouch.
Remember, med gels take time to activate.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, last stream you asked me to remind you.
Yeah. I was just trying to make his best use of Krogan said. That went extremely well, actually. I was trying to make the best use of barrier while I could, but something also like took out a huge chunk of my health past barrier like immediately.
Oh, yeah, of course, I saw that. But as soon as you reacted to, like, holy shit, I just lost a bunch of health, I was like, I'm just gonna do what I promised I would and remind him that, you know, his health isn't gonna come back immediately as soon as he takes the med gel.
I'm surprised that Krogan died that easy.
I mean, you shot him in the face a bunch
I mean-
and hit him with space wizardry.
Yes, I did singularity and then lift and then throw him. I hadn't gotten to the point of warping him yet, but... Hey, there's the Normandy.
That wasn't 8 minutes. He got there sooner.
Now, we totally spent 8 minutes fighting that Krogan.
I
Too close,
really do
Commander.
think they should
10
have
more
put, like,
seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur.
an 8-minute
The
timer
Normandy
on the
isn't
screen
equipped
and
to
just
land
kept
in
throwing
exploding
enemies
volcanoes.
at you
They
until you
tend to
survived
fry
8
our
minutes.
sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It eases the tension.
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
I'm sorry, 50 years?
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn.
That guy's problem was he thought he could out Battle Master or
A
not
century
fucking
may seem
Rex.
like a long
True
time
story.
to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I might know.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings,
Yeah, I know,
the
right? She looks
Protheans
really
were not
good
the
for
first galactic
106.
civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Let's see. How do you know?
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Cycle. You keep saying cycle.
I
like
mean,
it's supposed
yes,
to mean anything
that's,
to us.
That's absolutely cycle.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
I think I want to keep insisting I know what happened.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Bacon. Delicious breakfast.
Yep, bacon.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden
Bacon.
Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I know better
The
than you
beacons were
because of
designed to
bacon.
transmit information directly into the
I know
mind
you've
of the
spent
user.
50 years
Finding one
studying
that still
it,
works
but
is extremely rare. No wonder the
I
Geth
had
attacked
breakfast
Eden
once.
Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon,
Bacon.
even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk.
Now let me show you this
But the beacons
sweet
were
ass
only
omelet I
programmed to
learned how to
interact
make
with
from the
Prothean
bacon.
Physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Sarah.
I'm glad she
or
didn't
the
say
conduit.
remarkably
Of
intelligent.
course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity
Shepard
got the better of me.
did spend all that time studying for her
Unfortunately, I do
history
not have
exams
any
just to have
information that could
nothing to
help you
show
find the
for it.
conduit, or Saren.
You can still help us.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Everyone has biotics. Welcome aboard.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate.
No, but she just
I need some
immediately
time to
believed
process all
us.
this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance
I mean, who
to
can argue over
think things
universal
over.
truths discovered
Are you
over
finished, Commander?
breakfast?
Crazy lady walks up to her and is like, I know you've been working on this shit for 50 years, but I had a magical space vision beamed into my head by a piece of dead technology, and I can tell you with absolute confidence that they died from an unknown alien race. And she's like, yeah, it makes sense. I'm on board with that, sure, why not?
We'll talk later.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
No. We really don't want to talk to them.
They're gonna make us talk to them anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's more fun when we make them call us and then hang up on them.
Sure, no.
Don't bother.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
We don't report to them. They think they're such hot shit just because they're the Council. No, I am Shepard. I'm in charge here. Thus begin. When has Byleth ever answered to anyone?
She hasn't.
You really think she'd have like finished a mission and be like, all right, and then Dimitri would be like, yeah, we should report into Rhea, and Byleth's response would be anything other than, nah, I don't think so.
I mean, her actual response probably would have been something like, yeah, you can.
Yeah,
I'm not going
right,
to.
you do it. I ain't. And that's the thing. He was like, you want us to patch you through to the Council? Nah.
Wolfie. Also, in all capital letters, the Council is literally the worst group of people in Mass Effect.
No, that's not true. Ashley Williams is here.
She hasn't done anything yet.
Well, it's probably time I go downstairs and show you why Ashley Williams is the worst fucking character in this game. Because now that Liara's here, I'm pretty sure it's time for Ashley to flip her goddamn shit. But first, Garth.
Professor, I believe we should inform Lady Rhea about this. Sounds like a you problem, Dimitri.
Okay, Garth, how you doing?
Commander, do you have a minute?
I'm torn between I'm listening and for what. I feel like for what can be, could potentially come out way ruder, so I'm listening.
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I hear you.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Cute way to look at it.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Now, maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training.
I prefer brain
I'm not
camp.
looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
It's alright.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled.
Jedi Order.
There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
You doubt it was accidental.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Investigate. Jump Zero?
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Investigate. Friends.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Alright.
Making the sex references.
Somehow I don't think he'd appreciate that.
Why not? Just because Karth was a bit of a stick in the mud.
Have to talk then?
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey, her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
I want to see what the investigate options are, but I don't want to lose the ability to hit the did you love her option either.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna ask if he loved her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Investigate. Intentional exposures.
Flashing.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Sounds rough. Go on.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
Let's see. That's I'm interested.
Not saying that they did some shady illegal shit to expose a bunch of orphans to super particles, but they definitely probably did that. Yeah, also Wolfie's right. The investigate options don't really change unless you move on to like the next section of dialogue usually.
Alright, hit I'm interested.
I wanted to get to know you a little better. That's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Karth.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
No, just you.
I didn't say I did this for the whole crew. We should talk again.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
Anyway, quick trip into SRD here to see if, for one thing, give me that Metagel refill. Chakwas is, they are actually in here. Yes, she's back there. Thought so.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
No, all the same stuff.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Liara! Liara!
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Are you okay?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
Oh, don't mention it.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I'd like to talk about you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Okay. Do you like it?
Was Shepard's hair flipping out there? I didn't notice it.
You must
but
enjoy
possibly.
something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm fascinating?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Relax.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know
No,
why
just
I prefer
utter.
to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Investigate.
Dasani, easiest girl in the universe.
Benezia.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You sound troubled.
Maybe your mom's just evil. Have you stopped to consider that?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Investigate. Asari culture.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Rumors?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Can you tell Liara's character is the awkward one?
How is that possible?
Glad that now is when my mind remembers the Citadel brothel and not let it die in the annals of my memory. Yeah, we were there already.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species.
So you have mind sex
develop
with
a greater
people?
Yes.
understanding of other races.
What happens to the other parent?
Yes, they literally have mind sex with people.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Who was your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
You can do that?
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Then why would she do it?
Oh, so a thing to keep in mind about the Asari is that while they live for centuries, most other species don't. Kind of sucks for the Asari like that. Yeah, true story.
Why agree to the union if she didn't want any children?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner
Like
will
the
pass on long
Solarians.
before the child reaches maturity.
Who was your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose?
Shit, that is what we went
She
through.
rarely spoke of her partner. Though
But-
I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our
Okay,
own
Shepard
kind
had
is no longer
like a
common.
mental
Not
block
the
for a
purposes
second,
of
you guys.
reproduction.
Gotta listen to all
Most
this again.
Asari believe it weakens our species.
There's
Asari daughters
genuinely not a
inherit
way to
racial
like
traits from the
skip
father
through this
species.
faster.
If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained.
The analog
or
loops
so
are Shepard's
conventional wisdom would
specialty.
hold. I am what is sometimes called a pure blood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their...
I mean, like I said, the Citadel brothel wasn't really actually spoilers, by the way, Wolfie. We've been there already. We did that. Yeah, there's no way why she do it.
Why agreed to the union if she didn't want any children?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
So who is your father?
How do they deal with that?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
So who is your father?
Goodbye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
But we didn't ask her who her father was.
You know, I'm tired, but I'm not tired enough to loop the same conversation 3 times, you know? Twice? Sure. Because most conversation chains in these games go on for so long you forget what it was that started you down that rabbit hole in the first place, but...
There's Rex. Hallie's back there. Garrus. Oh, there's Ashley, okay. Tally!
Oh, hello, Shepard.
You sound down.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I like the silence.
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
You're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
Investigate.
I think we did all that.
Yeah,
Right?
return. But you're going back, right?
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Okay, well, goodbye.
I should go.
See you later.
Yep, later, Tally.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Do we? I mean, yes, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Based on no evidence.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
You knew him?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Keep talking.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
And Saren recruited you.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What was he doing?
Goodbye.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Investigate?
I haven't fought Saren once, but I can take you. Rex, you aren't Liara. You know what Shev meant when she said Saren's good, but I'm better. Yes, okay. Those are in fact new options.
Cargo?
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Investigate. Yep.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Well, no, you're a Krogan Battlemaster.
And that's it?
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because those are familiar ones.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Rex. Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
So you and CSEC.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Okay, bye.
Like?
For several reasons. Alright, see ya.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
I mean, I can understand that.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
A Spectre, really?
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea
Cool.
of someone having
There were
unlimited
several
power,
reasons
no
I joined
accountability.
CSEC. Cool.
Like
Bye. Gotta go ask Liara about her father. Let's see. I see.
So, what about Liara's dad? Do you know anything about Liara's
Suppose I
dad?
can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules. CSEC's
Just love that. Cool. Bye.
If you want to
Gotta
nail
go
Saren, you need to send
ask
someone who
Liara
isn't
about her
restricted by
dad.
policies and procedures.
Okay. I wasn't listening. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures. I mean, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
No, you're in front of me. You're literally in front of me, Garrus. Anyway, see, I gotta go ask Liara about her dad. Actually, I gotta go talk to this massive spacist over here.
It looked like you could interact with one of the lockers.
I can interact with all of the lockers. It allows me to do people's loadouts.
Ah, okay.
Commander?
How we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I believe her.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
Don't be cruel.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Well, how are we doing just leads back into the conversation we just had. So can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
What about?
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, ma'am. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy.
Here it is.
I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Because they're aliens?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Racism.
You're out of line.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Uh-huh. You do that, you giant space racist.
I mean, yes, but... Like... and I'm sure she'd have been worse if I'd entertained what she was talking about, but... I sometimes think working with the parents that I do in schools gives me a kind of unique perspective on, like, yes, was that space racist? Of course it was. But at the same time, like, I can understand where that might be something that concerns some people.
Anyway, so like Bio said, if you wanted to know why we don't like Ashley, it's because she's actually super racist against all of the super cool alien friends that we have. The only person she likes on this entire ship is Karth. And it's just because he's human.
I mean, she wasn't... I mean, she was racist towards Liara, but...
What?
I'd say it was less that she was racist towards Liara and more just that she was crass.
Now, here's the thing. They've updated everybody's conversations for after the first mission. The first mission you do might not be Liara. So, I think that is largely why Liara gets a free pass at this point. She also didn't mention Tally yet. Point of interest. Okay, we leveled up again, by the way. One point.
Right, that's kind of what I was getting at, Wolfie, which is that, like, Earth is still fairly new to the rest of the galaxy, so human hesitancy towards aliens does kind of make sense.
go like another point into singularity. The next level we can get to advanced singularity.
Then barrier?
Yeah.
Somewhere?
I think getting barrier up to, you know, max is going to help our survivability quite substantially. Excellent. Oh, actually. You know what we should have done when we were downstairs? Check and see how much money we have.
I mean, we also might have stuff we can sell.
That too. So I mean that's the idea, right? Is we run through and we update everybody's loadout. Then we sell off anything we're not using.
I mean, a counterpoint, Wolfie, we also did technically just meet Ashley, too. Because Ashley's saying, well, plus we did just meet Garrus, Tally, Rex, and Liara in a very short span, giving them full access to the Normandy. Could also be seen as a huge security risk because of that lack of trust buildup.
Oh,
But effectively, the only people that we have reason to have that kind of trust buildup with, just based off time spent with them, are Joker and Garth.
I don't remember what Liara's actual weapon of choice is. She's a full biotic, by the way.
Ooh, cool.
You just use, oh, you use human armor, do you? Light human armor. Understood. Tally. Alright. Oh.
Yeah, if we go through and make sure everybody's in the best equipment they can be, we can sell off the stuff we're not using, and that might be enough to get us our better gun.
We probably don't want to sell some of the armors, because, like, people might move up a tier at some point. I mean, any of the, like, Krogan armor that Rex is not currently wearing, we can sell, because it's clearly not as good as the armor that Rex is currently wearing, or he would be wearing it. Shotgun. Hurricane 4 is not as good as his Scimitar 2. There's 3. And we don't have any different biotic amp for you, so that's Rex done. Garrett, we did get new sniper rifles. Right. Got a Reaper 3. Nope, he doesn't have anything better than that. A better Omni tool to hand him. Ah, yes. Look, better Turian armor. Look at how good that is by comparison. That's actually like, excellent.
Honestly, yeah, that's kind of spectacular.
Alright, slap him into the Silverback 3. And thank God he doesn't look like a giant walking flesh monster anymore.
Yeah, but now his palette is super monochromatic.
Yes, agreed. As opposed to that, but like, at least he's not a flesh monster. Which I will take, frankly. Garth!
Garthykins!
Assault rifles. Oop. And Williams. Wait, Williams, are you not able to use heavy at the moment? I guess not. It's really annoying that there's not a way to level up your other party members on this ship.
That is actually really frustrating.
A bunch of them have levels that they need to take, And that might, impact what equipment and such they're using.
And or who we choose to bring with us if we can just look through all of their abilities casually.
Anyway.
Looking for supplies?
Alliance Rec Officer.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
72.5. Alright, well, let's see about selling some stuff. Sort by type. Be helpful. So, let's see. We have an edge 3. We don't need an edge 2, an edge 2, an edge 1, or an edge 1. Sell that. We have a Kessler 3. Sell the Kessler 1s. Striker 3. Probably don't need 2 of those. Or these Striker 2s or 1s. Hurricane 4. Sell the Hurricane 3. And the 2s and the 1s. Scimitar 3. Sell the 2s. 1. Storm 3. Sell the other Storm 3s. 1. Avenger 3. Sell the other Avenger 3. Avenger 2. Avenger 1. Sell the additional Banshee 3s. Got a lot of Banshee 3s.
Bio says, so just figured I'd mention it, but the Ultra Super Spectre only pistol is apparently actually a full auto pistol and is actually the only fully automatic pistol in the game.
Okay, good to know. That does not change my decision to use it in any way. In fact, if anything, it strengthens my decision to use it. I'm assuming you weren't attempting to discourage me from using it, but rather just reinforce that it is, in fact, literally the best pistol in the entire game.
I think it was just Bio's way of making sure you were aware of, like, a small thing relative to it.
Yep. Alright, so we sell all Krogan armor not currently in use. We hold on to the Turian and human stuff for the time being, though.
Why are we holding on to the Turian stuff?
Because Garrus might be able to move up an armor tier and then be able to use, like, better armors.
So, can't we sell whatever's in his current armor tier?
I suppose
that
that's...
he doesn't have equipped?
I suppose that's true. He is kind of the only Turian. So we would be looking at any light Turian armor. And medium human... We probably want to hold on to additional ones of that in case Karth can move up a tier. And heavy human we want to hold on to. And we don't know what Liara's using. Oh no, we do. She's using human armor, so... Yeah, we... But anything she or us are not already wearing this light, we can get rid of. But medium and heavy we should hold on to. Light Turian, that can go. Light human, that can go. Go. Light Turian, that can go. Grenade upgrades, armor upgrades. I'm gonna hold on to those. We're at 107 grand now. Although actually, we can probably sell some of these upgrades, to be honest. So, don't need 2 of those. Probably don't need 2 armor plating 3s. Or 3 armor plating 3s for that matter. First aid interface 3. Hardened weave. Motorized joints. Shield battery. Shield battery, shield modulator, shield regulator, shock absorbers. Anti-personnel rounds. Armor piercing. Chemical. Cryo rounds. Hammerhead rounds. Phasic rounds. Polonium rounds. Proton rounds. Radioactive rounds. Shredder rounds. Tungsten. We probably don't need the older combat sensors. High caribou barrels. $127K. Oops.
Looking for supplies?
Yeah.
Well, that should give us a fair bit
Let's
to
see what you
play
got.
with.
You bet, Commander.
Pointing it out, for as strong as it is compared to every other pistol in the game, it's even stronger than, yeah. Okay. Do we? Oh, we're like 20K short. We're literally 20K short of buying that. Frustrating. It's alright, after our next ground landing, we'll probably be fine. Yeah, it's definitely only another... It's probably only another one mission before we get that. Between, like, actual money drops and, you know...
Finding more shit to
finding
sell.
more junk to sell off to the junk man. Having said that, just out of curiosity, yeah, we still have Novaria and Pharos on the main missions. Still gotta kill the other guy for Helena. Admiral Kahoku has asked us to... All contact with the team is lost. Right. View the tasks and that... Oh, yeah. So, there's also reward to be had by just swinging back to the Citadel and talking to Kahoku about those guys that we found. But... should probably wait until we have more things to do on the Citadel than just talk
like
to Kahoku.
there's not a huge point in returning to the Citadel for like one thing.
Yeah. So I suppose we were almost at time here.
We could read a couple quick codex entries.
Possibly. I do want to take a quick look at the star map and maybe get an idea of what our next target is here. So we did Artemis Tau. We did asteroid X50. Well, we stopped in at asteroid X57 and at Gemini Sigma on our way over here. And possibly Hades Gamma as well. Definitely came through Hades Gamma. Did we do Gemini Sigma? Maybe we didn't. No, I think it was literally asteroid S57 and then Hades Gamma down to Artemis Tau. So we've got like the Voyager cluster, the Gemini Sigma cluster, Argus Rho, save Pharos for later, the Armstrong Nebula, the Kepler Verge, Hawking Eta. We've got a bunch more systems to just go explore before we ever have to touch Novaria or Pharos to actually progress the plot. So my thinking is that we kind of just work our way up the galaxy map. Like swing for Gemini Sigma next. here we've got Ming and Really? Really? Alright. We've just named these ones after Chinese empires. Does anybody remember whether the Ming Dynasty or the Han Dynasty came first? Check pretty easily, I think. Ming Dynasty. 1368. Han Dynasty. Was pre-Three Kingdoms. Oh, yeah, that was the BCs. Han Dynasty came first by like a lot. So we'll start at Han and then go to. We'll go in historical order.
Okay.
Hit that mass relay and heat ourselves across the place.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command.
Oh, hey, Admiral
We've
Hackett.
got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What's wrong?
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Gone rogue how? It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Is that the only option?
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. We've got a bunch of stuff here, which is great. But that is going to be for next time. Look at the Rogue VI is on Earth's moon, by the way.
Hey.
Oh yeah, you can literally just go visit Earth.
Oh my god, we're doing that.
Well, yeah, obviously, we're going everywhere. I thought that was clear. But yeah, that's the plan for next time. Well, the plan for next time is we do the Han and Ming dynasties and then just keep kind of star hopping around the place and seeing what we run into, which will get us a bunch of stuff and experience
that we can then
and
use
stuff.
for money to get a better gun.
Yes. And then once we get our better gun, we'll have to see what the best light armor we can buy from the man is, so that we can have better light armor and not die as much. Because that's the new goal, is not die as much. Just in case there was a question about if we were trying not to die as much. Yes, we're trying not to die as much. That would be wonderful. So buff the fuck out of barrier, and then like get better armor. And then, like, actually start putting points into our armor stat so that we can have better armor. Well, not, like, wear better armor, but just have our armor be better in general.
Yeah.
Also, it'll get us access to... Wait, is it taking more points in pistols that gets us access to armor, or is it taking more points in armor that gets us access to pistols? Either way.
Either way.
Actually, we can check. That's just in here. We have to put more points in armor to get access to putting points in pistols.
I'd really like to get better at space magic first, though.
I mean, we're still putting points in space magic, yes. But not dying, also very helpful.
I mean, yes.
Also, Spectre training just gives us more health. And increases the damage and duration of our space magic. Which means things like Singularity last longer and do more damage. And then Warp and Throw also do more damage.
Somebody said in chat a while back, not this stream, but another stream, that Spectre training's only really useful to a certain point.
I mean, it's like suboptimal, sure, and I mean, getting unity is the important thing, so we can pick up dead team members, but like, you know, there's other, there's, you know, potentially other uses.
I almost called you Ivy.
Nope, that is not. So anyway, we'll work that shite out next. The space, let's see, the space magic increases for Spectre training are in very small increments, so it's largely better as a secondary thing after you've gotten the other stuff. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and next time, max barrier, probably unlock advanced singularity, because that sounds useful. Start putting some points into armor where we can spare them to make our armor
to die less,
to make our armor more armory, and keep exploring. But yeah, next time. So until the next time,
we'll catch you later.
Oh, hey, before I cut out, reminder: anniversary stream, like right after maintenance in the morning. So like 7 hours from now.
Jeez. You're going to sleep literally as soon as I leave.
Not quite, but very close to, yes. I have to clean up a couple other things, upload videos for tomorrow. But yes, I am turning in early because I have a 5 a.m. Well, slightly before 5 a.m. wake up so that I can patch the game and get my streaming setup going.
Kitty, why were you combing my hair with your teeth?
She does that, don't worry about it. Anyway, till next week.
Bye.